this is as bright as it can get. Wow, we got the construction noise. We got the super bright sun. We can close it, but in a couple hours we're gonna have a beautiful sunset, it seems like. So, alright, we will close it, but we'll keep it half open so I can see the sunset. Yes. Okay, I think this is perfect. It saves my face, it saves my screen. Alright, that's perfect. Alright, day 3. We don't have to do different days. World is moving fast. We'll move fast with the world, and we will keep building. Let's go. This is fun. This is fun. We build, we take a break, we build again. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Are you feeling claustrophobic? This was fun. Can you resist the cloud? Can you resist the cloud? Okay, perfect. I think this is actually a good idea. This is actually a good idea. Use memes. Use memes. And build them into products using Claude Code. This is beautiful. What are we looking at? Wow. Okay. Let's go. Twitter. 1 hour. Twitter, give me 1 hour. Buffet. Okay. Close. And let's see this one before we end this. Alright, countdown. How our modern world is threatening sperm counts, altering male and female reproductive development, and impairing the future of human race. Across Western countries, sperm counts have dropped 50% plus in 40 years. This is a niche health issue. It's population level and accelerating. Chemicals, not genetics, are the main driver. It's too fast to be evolutionary. The prime suspects are endocrine disrupting chemicals, found in plastics, pesticides, cosmetics, food packaging, and household products. Lower testosterone, reduced fertility in women, altered puberty timing, genital malformations, higher miscarriage rates. Reproductive development itself is being reshaped. The womb is ground zero. Exposure during pregnancy matters most. Tiny chemical doses at key developmental windows can permanently alter reproductive outcomes decades later. Lifestyle amplifies the damage. Obesity, poor diet, sedentary behavior, stress, and smoking compound chemical exposure effects. Environment plus lifestyle interact, not compete. This affects other species too. Wildlife shows parallel fertility disruptions. This is a biosphere-wide signal, not a human anomaly. Infertility is becoming the default future. If trends continue, assisted reproduction won't be optional, it will be structural. Swan frames this. Swan. Shanna Swan with Stacy Colino. Shanna Swan. Being a swan, having that name Swan. Now again, nominative determinism. If you have the name Swan, you want to think about nature. That's funny. Okay. So beautiful. So beautiful. Alright, solutions exist but require friction. On an individual level, avoid plastics, especially heated food, drink. Choose fragrance-free and simpler products. Fragrance-free and simpler products. Avoid plastics, especially heated food, drink. Filter water. Reduce processed foods. On a societal level, stronger chemical regulation. Apply the precautionary principle rather than prove harm after mass exposure. This is a systems failure, not a personal failure. want to moralize. Individuals didn't choose this environment, was engineered around convenience, cost, and weak regulation. Modern chemistry has quietly rewired human production, and unless we intervene at the system's level, fertility loss becomes a defining feature of the future. Feature of the future. Interesting. Okay, so this is good. This is good. And so it's interesting. So some of the rich people are also taking action. So we are getting some interesting solutions over here, which is really good. Okay. Let's see. A beautiful final exhortation, be useful. Scott Adams. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Wow. Wait, who is Scott Adams? 26 Gilbert desktop Canada double sided is available now only on Amazon for USA. Beware of pirates. A final message from Scott Adams. If you're reading this, things did not go well for me. I have a few things to say before I go. My body failed before my brain. I'm of sound mind as I write this. If you wonder about any of my choices for my estate or anything else, please know I am free of any coercion or inappropriate influence of any sort, I promise. Next, many of my Christian friends have asked me to find Jesus before I go. I'm not a believer, but I have to admit the risk-reward calculation for doing so looks attractive, so here I go. Risk-reward calculation. I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I look forward to spending my eternity with Him. The part about me not being a believer should be quickly resolved if I wake up in heaven. I won't need any more convincing than that, and I hope I am still qualified for entry. With the permission, I would like to explain something about my life. For the first part of my life, I was focused on making myself a worthy husband and parent as a way to find meaning. That worked. But marriages don't always last forever, and mine eventually ended in a highly amicable way. I'm grateful for those years and for the people I came to call my family. Once the marriage unwound, I needed a new focus and new meaning, so I donated myself to the world, literally speaking the words out loud in my otherwise silent home. From that point on, I looked for ways I could add the most to people's lives one way or another. That marked the start of my evolution from Dilbert cartoonist to an author of what I hope would be useful books. By then, I believed I had amassed enough life lessons that I could start passing them on. I continued making Dilbert comics, of course. As luck would have it, I'm a good writer. My first book in the useful genre was How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big. Often imitated and influencing a wide variety of people. I still hear every day how much that book changed lives. My plan to be useful was working. I followed up with my book Win Bigly that trained an army of citizens how to be more persuasive, which they correctly saw as a minor superpower. I know that book changed lives because I hear it often. You'll probably never know the impact the book had on the world, but I know. And it pleases me while giving me a sense of meaning that is impossible to describe. My next book, Loser Think, tried to teach people how to think better, especially if they were displaying their thinking on social media. That one didn't put much of a dent in the universe, but I tried. Finally, my book Reframe Your Brain taught readers how to program their own thoughts to make their personal and professional lives better. I was surprised and delighted how much positive impact that book is having. I also started podcasting a live show called Coffee with Scott Adams, dedicated to helping people think about the world and their lives in a more productive way. I didn't plan it this way, but it ended up helping lots of lonely people find a community that made them feel less lonely. Again, that had great meaning for me. I had an amazing life. I gave it everything I had. If you got any benefits from my work, I'm asking you to pay it forward as best as you can. This is the legacy I want. Be useful. And please know, I loved you all to the end. helping others instead of only helping ourselves. Talent stacking has been the single most influential thing in my career. Give me some ideas of what can we build with the book. What can we build from the ideas in the book? How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big by Scott Adams. Systems versus Goals Tracker, an app that helps you shift from goal-oriented to systems-oriented, track daily systems, writing for 30 minutes, exercising, learning, or then distant goals. Shows streaks, patterns, and how systems compound over time. Energy Optimizer. Personal energy as your most important metric. We can build a tool that tracks what activities, foods, sleep patterns give you energy, your peak productivity hours, energy vampires to avoid. Optimal daily schedules based on your energy systems. Skill stack builder. Instead of being the best at one thing, Adams advocate becoming good enough at multiple complementary skills, an app that maps your current skill combinations. Okay, quick check. Okay, now it's less in the face. It's just a beautiful sunset now. Wow. There is one building that exactly hides the sunset for me. Affirmations and visualization tool. Written affirmations, a daily practice app with customizable affirmation templates. Voice recording for repetition. Progress tracking toward stated objectives. Reflection prompts on unexpected opportunities. Selfish time blocker, based on this idea that taking care of yourself first makes you more useful to others. A calendar tool that protects your health, energy, time slots, exercise, proper meals, sleep as non-negotiable. Map your current skill combinations, suggest valuable skill pairings for your field. Tracks progress across multiple skills, shows how your unique combination creates career opportunities. Build the skill stack builder. Instead of being the best at one thing, Adams advocates being good enough at multiple complementary skills. Let's see what happens. JD is awesome. JD Ross, we heard of him. Open Door. Replace real estate brokers. Today my new company with coverage raised 42 million. Replace insurance brokers. It was about Sequoia and Khosla. The first time. Roloff, Botha, and Keith Shaboy. Partnered since PayPal. Roloff, Sequoia partner. I thought Roloff Botha stepped down, no? Working with entrepreneurs from idea to IPO and beyond. I think this is the new one, Metera Genetics, because that's the first one that nobody has heard of. Instagram, MongoDB, Square, Unity 3D, YouTube, and boy, entrepreneur, investor, contrarian. Fundamentally broken. Brokers profit more when you overpay. You're advised by generalists with hundreds of accounts. Gaps expose companies to risk. Manual outdated workflows. Typical brokers pick two options. Who pay the most? We put dozens of insurance companies head to head to compete. Hungry Root saved $300,000 per year because of this. 30 Madison saved $200K. Our AI experts scan every policy. We catch the fine print traps insurers used to not pay. They rank quotes via protection, not broker commissions. We are going to make some people mad. But we will kill insurance as you know it and create a new category in risk management. Wow. Wow, beautiful. So distracted by the beautiful sun. By the beautiful sunset, okay. We're just getting started. So far it's working. 700 plus companies like GoPuff, Eat Sleep, and Blank Street already trust with coverage with their entire risk stack. We're thrilled to continue partnering with JD Lonsdale, 8VC, Crystal Ventures, Sequoia. Finally, Ryan Lawyer, nice Ryan Lawyer, made a great write-up in Axios and Pro Rata today. I'll be on TVPN today at 1:15 with the boys talking about the round, NYC AI, and whatever they throw my way.
Is a $42 million Series B led by Sequoia was left to replace every insurance broker.
Introducing with coverage, the first AI-enabled risk management team that outperforms any insurance expert. 556 of the world's fastest growing companies, like GoPuff, Blank Street, and Eat Sleep, already replace their broker with us.
Let me show you how it works. Let's say you are a fast-growing company that has $1 million a year in insurance. First, our AI agents and experts analyze all your existing insurance policies.
Here, we found two critical issues. One, you're paying 183% more than your competitors. Two, you have these 7 key coverage gaps that leave your business exposed.
But visibility is just a start. With coverage actually fixes these issues for you. Our real human team with insurance experts and lawyers, they'll do a plan. And once you agree, they do all the work for you. Right now, we're making over 23 insurance carriers compete for your business. We analyze every quote, negotiate better rates and coverage, and recommend the best plan. Then, on your command, our experts put it in place.
Now, you're better protected and save money. With coverage offers one transparent flat fee instead of commission. A dedicated team that's specialized in your industry. In one platform to manage your policies, claims, seal, wisely, and renewals.
To mark the launch, I'm sharing the exact playbook we used to reach $10 million recurring revenue in 18 months without going capital. It covers when we signed our first 500 enterprise customers, and more interest is behind it. Plus, a growth tactic I've never shared publicly that helped take Opendoor from 0 to over 100 million in revenue. Free tweet and comment playbook, and I'll send it to you.
It's funny, he's acting like a... This is very interesting. Thank you, man. Mistake. From a pro tennis player. Venture partner, Parkway Venture Capital, co-founder, advisory such products. Tim Marvin. The web is fun again. What was this? Robert Pattinson sequel, Marty Supreme revealed. Thanks for the name check, Variety. Writing assist with Claude. This is very cool. Okay, we'll take a break because what we have right now is beautiful. All right, let's see. We'll keep it open. There's going to be a lot of noise though. Okay. Yeah, I think we can focus. Focus is so important. How do you focus in a world where you're constantly distracted? And how do you focus in a world where you're constantly distracted by the most beautiful things? All right, let's go. I'm writing my first co-essay for Not Boring World. I'm playing with sprinkling more Claude into the flow. Research Claude and ChatGPT and Gemini are very helpful. Finding resources for particular or vague questions I will prompt regularly or write a vague paragraph, dump it in and ask what I need to learn. I'll also try to explain things and ask what I got wrong. Interviews, I do these myself and then dump them into Claude Project for the piece and ask it to make a transcript. I like reading the actual transcript to jog ideas, but it's also useful to be able to ask questions about the conversation. Writing, I do it myself. Sacred, can't touch this. This is new, playing with it. Basically, I take the whole essay and ask it for things based on the essay. Make me a game that helps explain this idea. Make me a genius-like annotated version with all the research either supporting or pushing back on what I wrote. The whole essay is really good. Wow. I also like the water stuff that we got going over here. I've been very impressed. I'll include some of the extras in this week's COSE for paid non-Brewing World members. NASA to develop a lunar surface reactor by 2030. All right, sun has set. Sun has set. Summarized for me. Filter headlines. Summarize. No. Okay, I got it. Nuclear fission reactor on the moon by 2030. Years without refueling. What do we have? Skill stack builder. Build a unique combination of complementary skills. Every skill you acquire doubles your odds of success. Add your skill. Select proficiency level. Drawing, business knowledge, humor, writing. Tech professional, programming, public speaking, writing. Okay, your unique skill stack visualization. Okay, so let's say French, competent, above average. Okay, let's see. Drawing, business knowledge. Let's see. Business knowledge, above average. Let's see. Public speaking, let's say above average. Writing, let's say competent. Every skill doubles your odds of success. With 4 skills, you are 16x more valuable. Your unique stack visualization: French, business knowledge, public speaking, writing. What else? Interviewing. Top 10. Let's see. Consultant, conference speaker. Technical expertise plus public speaking opens doors to consulting, workshops, and conference speaking opportunities. Generalist connector role. With 5 complementary skills, you can bridge different departments and see connections others miss. Consider roles like product manager, strategy consultant, or entrepreneur. Your unique niche. Your specific combination of French plus business knowledge plus public speaking plus writing plus interviewing is rare. Look for opportunities where all these skills matter, not just one. That's where you will have unfair advantages. French, business knowledge, public speaking, writing, interviewing. Let's see. I was also a product manager. Competent. Okay, interesting. All right, now I'm really curious. Can you create a simulation of nuclear fission reactor on moon? Let's see. Lunar nuclear fission reactor simulation. education simulation demonstrates the key concepts of nuclear fission in a lunar environment. I'll build an interactive artifact that shows the fission chain reaction process, reactor control mechanics, heat generation, cooling systems, power output. Okay, NVIDIA. Seems like NVIDIA is also just going everywhere. NVIDIA Healthcare. The official handle for NVIDIA Healthcare. Accelerating the development of a multimodal AI foundation model platform and expanding applications across precision medicine by combining Natera's extensive AI-ready longitudinal data and machine learning with NVIDIA's computer and software stacks. We can train at unprecedented scale. Jared Isaacman. I think that's Jared Isaacman, right? Why don't they have a name? First space policy. When American science and innovation come together, from the Manhattan Project to the Apollo mission, our nation leads the world to reach new frontiers once thought impossible. Continues the legacy. Returning to the moon, building the infrastructure to stay. Building the infrastructure to stay. Let's see, we gotta turn on the lights. Looks better. Alright. National Space Policy committed to returning to the moon, building the infrastructure to stay, and making the investments required for the next giant leap to Mars and beyond. Okay, let's quiz ride.
Not a chance.
My client's been more than fair.
Not a chance.
That's really good. Software and hardware was as good as their marketing. They used to literally create new things. They saw Gemini on the iPhone. More value retention after purchase. Good one though. That's really good. Introducing atoms. Okay, let's go here. What do we have? Whoa. Lunar nuclear fission reactor. So what do we do? Try this. Start the reactor. Nuclear fission reactor operating on the lunar surface. Click on the reactor core to inject neutrons and observe chain reactions. Start reactor. So what is happening? SCRAM. Those are the control rods, interactive simulation. Okay. SCRAM, what does that mean? Control rod position withdrawn, inserted, cooling system 100%. Our fission products. Blue particles are neutrons. Orange particles are real-time stats showing power output, temperature, neutron, flux, and K factor. K factor. Where is K factor? %. Cooling dropped. Now it's getting hot. It's getting really hot. Move the control rods back. K factor is above 1 now. SCRAM. Cooling rate. SCRAM. Stop reactor. Watch the chain reaction develop. Then practice controlling it by adjusting the control rods and cooling system. If temperature gets too high, you will get warnings. The simulation captures the key physics on nuclear fission, including the self-sustaining chain reaction that makes nuclear power possible. Federal Highway Administration. Okay, let's do this. United States numbered highway system. Rephrase for Claude. Update the UI to look like let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. redesigning the UI. Okay. So while it does that, we can go back. I recruited the best vibe coders I know for an all-day live stream on January 22nd. Vibe Code Camp, all-day edition. Watch the world's best vibe coders build live. Dan, Logan, Ryan Carson, Ben Tossel, Tina He, Nat, Eliason, Ash, Kieran Klassen, I think that's linear. Natalia, Naveen Naidu, Katie, Yash, Nityesh. Ash Bites. We also want to try just taking memes and turning them into some sort of products. Musings, building relational intelligence, XML, Stanford, NASA, Apple, etc.
To do another tutorial, one that's a little bit more sophisticated. They give it a try quickly in the evening, we'll see how it goes. But this one would be on iMessage, which is something I've always really enjoyed, and it has a sort of through everything except the foundation will add relevant endbars in the directory. World response. That's exactly where you want to add it. It's awesome.
Whoa, okay. Ash work centers on building relational intelligence, radical expansive ability to reason and act on who we are connected to and why on our relationscape. The arc of human progress bent towards love and connection. My aim is to build intelligence that extends this. Agentic network workflows with select clients, drawing from my founding journey with Hearth AI, the first agentic CRM platform. 13 years starting at Stanford, building at Schmidt, Democratic Politics, Apple, Airbnb, Bridgestone, Facebook, Patagonia residency, San Francisco Half Marathon, founder, speaker, student. I was actually curious about the Patagonia style. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Patagonia.com. Whoa, not Patagonia. 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 Okay. Remove the emojis because you're just bad at emojis. US 235 lunar reactor. US 238 nuclear fission control station. Do we like it? All emojis have been removed. Yes. Update the UI using Patagonia.com as a visual reference. I don't know where this will go, but let's see. Let's see. Ryan Carson, developer, builder in residence, Code. Ben Tosel, I've heard that name. Droid Reader, Factory AI, Ben's Bytes. Writer, Ben's Bytes. Acquired by Zapier, MakerPad. This is cool. Builder, investor, dad, welcome to my CLI. Sessions, time, streak, longest, member. A great time to be a builder. GPT-5 doesn't suck anymore. It's beautiful outside. Is OpenAI really in trouble? Always post bad news on a holiday. New Opus is bananas. Claude Code for everybody. If you had to in one line, what would your biggest prediction for AI26? Claude Code for non-technical people. One of my big predictions for this year was Claude Code for everybody. Conceptually that. Claude Code with a browser, MCP. Connector skills for documents, for non-coding work. Abstractions that we have added to make it more approachable. You don't need a file system MCP now. It just works by selecting a folder. It will make users more technical. Cowork shows the tools, commands, and code it writes, so at some point you will pick up how agents work and potentially start questioning what's that command. That's actually very interesting. That's actually a good one. These things will actually make people more technical rather than less technical. Why do you do this? You'll also notice the context side panel and what is in it and not, which will steer you to think about context engineering. It's a very early product. Custom versions of an app like this. I also saw 2 of them. We're either going to sit in ChatGPT Claude all day to do work, or we want to customize our own apps. You can make coding agents go on for hours with a plugin called Ralph Bigum. And the code is just a loop where you start with a big spec document and keep looping through tasks with everything until everything is done. By the way, what do we have? Yes. Whoa. Sustainable energy on the moon, built to preserve our cosmic environment for generations to come. You can use Droid, Claude Code, or any other agent. Try this out. Just point your agent to the repo and say install. Then use Ralph's or Ian. We'll see other version, which is great. Gmail is creating its Gemini integration in 3 ways. Okay, this is actually a question that I had. Let's ask. Oh, Grok is right here. Are people using Gemini in Chrome browser? William voice AI is easy in demos and hard in production. The Speechmatic starter program has founders scale with speech APIs built for real-world audio, accents, crosstalk, background noise. Apply for 50K. What I'm consuming, how about with AI? Whistleflow, Claude, and Pangram. Not me, by the way. Common patterns for agent design that emerge with the posture, collaborative intelligence, treating agents as social participants in the multi-layer systems. The team at RAM put Claude Code in Rollercoaster Tycoon. They also built their own internal coding agent called Inspect. Here's why. Exploring how compact conversation works in Claude Code. Connects to all your work apps. Dropbox Dash. Your work files, messages, and projects are in one simple, secure workspace, so you can search across tools. And I think this is so interesting. It's like just like a human who goes through this entire phase of building things more complicated, and then you have to slowly remove the complexity to find the true form. That's exact thing is happening over here with a company like Dropbox. They have to burn down the old self. to find the new one. Wow. Who are some people who talked about burning down the old self? Why is this looking a little bit yellow right now? Yeah, I think it's just looking a little bit yellow. Okay. Now this line of inquiry. It's like asking who has stood at the crossroads, who they were, who they could become, and spoken about it loud. Nietzsche didn't use that exact phrase, but his idea of becoming who you are and self-overcoming is all about tearing down inherited beliefs and identities to forge a new self. Let's see. If Friedrich Nietzsche had access to Claude Code, what would he build? What happened? Simpsons, let's go. Springfield Lunar Power Plant. Sector 7G Moon Division. Established 2026. May cost superpowers. Nice. Reactor status. Start reactor. Emergency SCRAM. Danger. Reactor core. Stop reactor. Rita Jeff. Phi. And recording. Record Jeff. Interesting. And this seems to have not worked. Why? What would he build? Let's see. What a delightful thought experiment. Genealogy tracer, interactive tool to map the historical evolution of moral concepts. He would want to visualize how ideas like good, evil, guilt, and conscience transform across different cultures and eras, revealing the will to power dynamics behind moral systems. Think dynamic graph showing how slave morality emerged from resentment with actual historical texts. Okay, go build it. Perspectivism simulator, web application where users input a philosophical claim on life situation and the tool generates multiple radically different interpretations from various philosophical positions, demonstrating that there are no facts, only interpretations. Each perspective would be argued with equal rigor, forcing users to confront the constructed nature of truth. Wow. Go build it. Yes. Übermensch progress tracker. Part tongue-in-cheek, part serious. Personal development dashboard that tracks one journey towards self-overcoming. It would reject conventional productivity metrics in favor of questions like, how many comfortable beliefs did you destroy today? Did you create your own values or merely follow the herd? Wow. We got multiple Claudes running. Whoa. Übermensch progress tracker. What if instead we change this to Opus? Conversation not found. Aphorism generator and tester tool that helps users craft philosophical aphorisms in Nietzsche's dense, explosive style. Does them for memorability, provocation level, and philosophical depth. You'd probably spend hours refining the algorithm to ensure maximum cultural dynamite potential. The eternal return calculator, an existential thought experiment tool. Input your life choices and it asks, would you live this exact life infinitely? A brutally honest mirror for examining whether you are truly living authentically. Well, this reminds me, we could do something with... Whoa. This is really cool. Please do not nerf long form ever. Thanks. This was really cool. 741. His article actually got even more views. CL. What apps can we build based on this article? Go. Conversation not found. What is happening? Me between prompts. The age of the engineer is over. 19-year-old that built 500 plus million views in 3 months UGC program for Whisper Flow. The most common question I got was, how did you use source creators? And now he's working at Polymarket. Really cool. Blossom Investor Tour. With Polymarket, you can now trade American money in America. Excited to share I'm dropping out of school to lead UGC at Polymarket. I spent the last few months at Whisperflow building their program to 400 million views in 3 months. Now it's about to hit an entirely new order of magnitude in the world's biggest prediction market. Matthew, CMO, Michael, bring back Spotify DMs. Former founding team and head of growth at Be Real. Founding team and head of growth at Be Real acquired by Voodoo. Well, that is very interesting. So this entire team is in NYC. Let's send him a quick message. Okay, let's go. This one didn't work. What happened? Alright, now let's go. Conversation not found. What is happening? It doesn't want to work with Opus? No. I have no idea. Übermensch tracker. Whoa. Daily reflection. Zarathustra's journal. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. Thus spoke Zarathustra. Übermensch, progress tracker for self-overcoming. Man is something that shall be overcome. What have you done to overcome him? Comfortable beliefs destroyed. Each demolished illusion is a step forward. Authentic existence. Let's go. The noble soul values created, non-inherited. Herd opinions rejected. Abyss gazing sessions. If you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you. Wow, look at this. So beautiful. Wait, what happened to the phone? Phone died. Oh no. Daily reflection. Did you create your own values? Did you merely follow the herd? How much suffering did you embrace as necessary for growth? Amor fati. Did you dance at the edge of chaos today? Dionysian ecstasy. Last man. Übermensch. Camel, lion, child, Übermensch. Gnash teeth. Affirm eternally. If a demon crept after you one day and said, this life as you now live it, you will have to live once more, and innumerable times more. Would you throw yourself down and gnash your teeth? Would you answer, you are a god and never have I heard anything more divine? Affirm eternally. Affirm. Hey, I'm affirming. Gnash teeth. Nothing happens. This is really cool. The anti-matrix attracts comfortable beliefs destroyed, values created. We are creating so many values. Really cool, really cool. End of philosophical claim on life situation. I should prioritize my career over relationships. Yes, I should prioritize making money over finding a partner. Try this example. Success requires hard work and dedication. I should pursue a stable career over my passion. Technology is making us more connected. People act in their own self-interest. Truth can be objectively determined. Generating perspectives. We can pick an old book and be like, hey, make it in this format. Alright, what happened? I should prioritize. I didn't go anywhere. Claude. That is not working. This worked. Generating perspectives. Each perspective generated by ear demonstrate philosophical rigor from radically different interpretive frameworks. The button after clicking I entered my claim. I hit the generate button, but nothing seems to be working. What's the next thing we got? Nietzschean philosophy. Interactive visualization tool for exploring how moral concepts evolve across cultures and eras. Nietzsche analysis of power dynamics. Shows Christianity peak resentment, transforming good and creating guilt. It reveals how the powerless weaponize morality against the powerful. Weaponized morality against the powerful. You'd probably write a scathing aphorism. Could you please generate the artifact for me to visualize? I've updated the code. I should prioritize making money over finding a partner. Generate, let's go. Better error handling. Okay, our phone went into an update. Resume les notifications. Choisis les notifications. Resume. Choisis les notifications. Resume. Okay. Yes, so there's a resume push check. Regular text choice diversity small. Communication, réseaux sociaux, toutes les apps. Je mets toutes les notifications, notification prioritaire, activer notification prioritaire. Okay, it's not working. Does it only work for the placeholders that it has? They might, hey, let's go. Is it not working? Let's see. Where is this one going? Claude Code for everybody. Okay, genealogy tracer. Warning. Should not be used in production. To use Tailwind CSS in production, install it as post CSS plugin or use the Tailwind CLI. Where is it? Aren't loading properly. The view is so beautiful. Okay. I don't know if it's working. Energy. Patagonia. Why is the formatting messed up? Is the formatting messed up over here too? Let's see. Okay, on phone it's not that bad. And this isn't working. Genealogy tracker isn't working. I still don't see anything. The question we answer here, let's see. People are actively using Gemini directly integrated into the Chrome browser. Gemini-in-Chrome, September 25. Widely available and seeing real adoption, especially in the US. Browser toolbar. Use shortcuts like Alt G. Okay. Provide summaries, explanation, answers, comparisons, and more. Feature include quick key takeaways from articles, clarifying complex concepts, multi-tab search. Gemini Live for voice conversations, AI-powered help in the address bar. Omnibox for complex queries. Gemini works with Chrome screens, my mobile assistant. Major upgrade turning Chrome into an AI browser. Many users now encounter it automatically after Chrome updates. Sharing experiences like frustration with auto updates, adding it now. I have Gemini in my browser, added one. Excitement about its productivity boost and discussions of advanced agentic features, auto browse for even more autonomous tasks handling. Integrated for workspace enterprise users too, with admin reporting on usage. Side panel Gemini Access existed already, but the native version has largely superseded them for seamless no-tab switching help. Some reports highlighted it's more data heavy than competitors. Check for Gemini icon. Share Gemini with other people from the Gemini app directly. Lest Google is working on the new tool Gemini called Auto Browse. Proper agentic browser. Okay, I think it's time. It's time to download Google Chrome. We have not been using Google Chrome for a long time, but now it's time. Thanks for downloading. Just a few steps left. Open, install, launch. All right, so open. All right, move Google Chrome into the applications folder. Oh, I already had it. Remplacer. And then also, if you can open it, please, that would be nice. Wow, it's crazy how fast things change. We just had this bright sun blinding our eyes, and now it's blue and dark, and then on the other side we have orange. It's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, Google Chrome, let's go. I think we also tweeted this guy, so we are done with this. Close. We're also done with this guy. You can delete it. Alright, we're done. And now Google Chrome will be here soon. So people are saying good stuff about that. Can you figure this out, Genealogy Tracer? Because this would be cool if you can. Yes. Alright. All things subject to interpretation. Whichever interpretation prevails at a given time is a function of power and not truth. Evolution of good. Okay, so I guess we can open Chrome now. Alright, Google Chrome is here. Ancient Greece, ancient Judaism, early Christianity, Enlightenment. The birth of guilt, evolution of evil, conscience, show comparative analysis. Ancient Greece, ancient Judaism, early Christianity, medieval Christianity, Enlightenment, modern era. The slave revolt in morality begins when resentment itself becomes creative and gives birth to values, the resentment of natures that are denied the true reaction, that of deeds and compensate. Very interesting. Chrome is here. Wow. Definez pas défaut. No, we don't want by default right now. What does on pause mean? What are the latest updates on Gemini? So we just search in the Omni box and verifying it's you. Welcome to Google Chrome. Wow, I would have never imagined going back to Google Chrome, but here we are. Let's do a quick check. Notifications on Google Chrome. Let's see. Refuse. We don't want notifications. Recent updates on Gemini 3 model series. Now you can eject Google Chrome. Bye bye. Eject it cannot eject. Okay. Oh, ejected. Okay, perfect. Gemini 3 Flash, 3 Pro, Deep Think, API enhancements, Apple partnership, generative interfaces. Dive deeper in AI mode. Wow, it's been so long that we have never seen the Google thing. They have tried to make their UI just a little bit nicer. But where's the Gemini? Where's Gemini for me? Action. I don't see Gemini. Rechercher dans les onglets. Okay. They have made the corners more round. They're trying to look like Calendly. Got it. Just make everything cleaner. It's not very clean right now. There's Grammarly. Let's turn off Grammarly. Turn off. Yes. From now on, turn it off. Yeah, too many things are blocking over here. The UI is not the best. Okay, mode AI, you have to select mode AI. It's not by default, or maybe it's by default. No. Personnaliser apparence. Wow, their themes are same. The old ones from a long time. Okay, it also wants me to connect my another account, so let's connect it. Limited time offer for more access Gemini. New AI Pro plan members can get higher limits in Gemini. No thanks. I don't know why I don't see. So it is so ugly. Why am I not seeing ajouter onglet à milieu fractionné? Ok. Séparer les views. So ugly. Google Chrome is so ugly. Wow. So ugly. But anyways, that's